The UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon states that education lifts people out of poverty. And if all students in low-income countries could acquire basic reading skills, then 171 million people could be lifted out of poverty, equivalent to a 12% cut in that metric. In the United States, however, many states and districts nationwide have launched online and blended education programs as approaches to reinvent the education system for Americans, regardless of age, race, geography, and socioeconomic status. Teachers, faculty, are one of the most important factors in improving our education systems, both here in the U.S. and worldwide. What are you seeing in terms of key trends of blended learning and online learning in K-12 classrooms, and how should governments and corporations invest in online education to increase student performance, in your opinion?
Well, first I just want to say that I wish I could quickly take a few MOOCs and get a PhD, so I'd feel like I'm worthy of being up here. Before I talk about that, I wanted to say you started it by asking what is possible. That's the question we should be asking. And this is the first time I've been at South by Southwest, and I think I've come to understand that I think we know, well, we don't know completely what's possible, but I don't think there's a lack of thought about what is possible. I mean, I've just been stunned at all the things that people are thinking about. What I think is lacking is, to me, is how do we ensure that kids are actually learning? So there's a lot of possibility, different things that we can do, we can think about, different gadgets we can use. But to me, at least in K-12, I think the question is how do you ensure that kids are actually learning? And I think early on, it's been, a lot of the research has shown that there's online learning. It's been a really tough, I don't know if there's any, I want to be careful what I say here, but a lot of the research has shown that they're not learning a lot. I think the blended learning model, which is, there's probably people in here that know about blended learning, but Rocketship, which is a group that came out of California that does a lot of blended learning in K-12, they had really wonderful success, especially in math in California, and they started to expand. And they're seeing that their success is not as great as it used to be. I mean, the pass rates are going down a little bit. So it held promise. It held a lot of promise, but the sort of rapid expansion of it seemed to be problematic. So, I mean, the trend is definitely toward blended learning. So for me personally, I've seen both. I've seen like the promise of kids sitting in front of a computer, taking an online class and coming to life and just, I mean, it's amazing to watch. On the other hand, I've also seen kids, high school kids, sitting like zombies at computers just trying to quickly get through courses to get what they call credit recovery. And so I think, I mean, those two things exist. There's the promise and then there's the peril. And to me, somewhere, you've got to ensure the public that, this is a good thing and we can prove it because people are learning.